John Augustine back again. Good morning. Um, the items in the year 2000 that occurred, the events that I've just mentioned. John Gilligan was a gangster, and he was extradited uh, to Ireland to face charges of burglary and murder. Of the murder of Veronica Gilligan, there was a journalist investigating the drug epidemic, and she was shot dead by criminals in that area, and he was involved. So he was charged with that murder. Um, that was the 3rd of February 2000. On the 11th of February, the British government suspended the devolution of Northern Ireland, they called it, which is the 6 counties, of course. They gave it a title that 6 counties. There's 3 other counties in Northern Ireland that's not in, that are in the Republic. And then some of the other ones in Northern Ireland would like to be in the Republic also. In April, on the 10th of April, the DART, which is called the Dublin Area Rapid Transit System, and DART for short wasn't a good name. I remember smiling when I come across it when it was established, and cost a lot of money at the time. But it was extended from Bray to Greystones, which was good. You know, it had to go through a pretty tough area. Lord Mead, when the railway was built, wouldn't allow it to go in a better position. It had to go on a very dangerous position by the coast. And it had to be reinforced here, there, and yonder. And so he wasn't so good, was he, in the 1800s when it was the railway was being built? It should have went through on a way that was more easier to do and cheaper, probably. But no, you see how selfish these old aristocracy were. He did that, so he's not up to much. Even now, I wouldn't think. And then it was established from Howth Junction. There was Howth Junction. It went to Howth, where I grew up, funny enough, from a young age up to about 8, before my father was transferred to Boyle, Common. And I went to Malahide, and I was off and on the DART, going to these places. Very handy. You don't have to be driving. You have great comfort sitting down, looking at the seaside. Great views as you come through towards Killarney, looking at the sea and at the marvellous beauty that we have in this country. Mind you, you pay a fortune for a house in Dalkey just to have a gawk at the sea. Now, that extends from Bray to Greystones. And then that was the 10th of April. And on the 8th of May, the provisional I.R.A. decommissioned its weapons. And that was a good thing, wasn't it? So peace was reigning there, and though there's some people that still want to kill other people. And on both sides, isn't it evil, isn't it? There's always them ones about and using any pretext to kill people. Yeah, the Unionists and the UDA started the whole thing with a place called a romper room, where Catholics were subject to terrible innocent and then murdered by these savages. The Unionist side, yeah. UDA, that crowd. Now, so there we are. Have a good day and keep well. Bye.